Hello, guys. Welcome to Footy Flutters for our round 21 betting tips. We're here with Jono. How are you, Jono?
I'm good. It's the weekend.
Oh,
Pies are playing Brisbane.
yep. It's going to be
Let's
a
go.
good game. Hopefully, we were actually treated to a good game last night. The Hawthorn
Oh,
Adelaide game,
absolute
the
cracker.
first
Banger.
time in a long time we've had like a good game on a Thursday, Friday night. I've been so sick of these Carlton shit games or whatever. Thankfully, Carlton are on a Sunday graveyard shift this
Well,
week.
last night in that first quarter, I'm like, oh, great. Another fucking
Oh, I
shit
was
one
thinking the
here.
same thing too.
I
So
was like, great. Another fucking 80-point whomping. Let's turn this shit off.
no, yeah, so thankfully that game came good. Unlucky about
Okay,
the
a
bet,
cracker. That's what I
but
thought.
yeah. Anyway, we'll go through the recap for last week. Remember, we're breaking it down, so we have the original 19. Sorry, we have the original bets profit, which is in the top left, $300. We have the bonus bet, $100. That equals the weekly profit, which is 400, and then that adds on to the total profit and loss. So another positive week. We haven't had a negative week for I think it's 9 weeks now. So over 2 months, we've just been non-stop positive. So this has been huge. Although not a great start this week, but we've had plenty of 0 and 2 starts before. So all right, and we'll just get into the review. Just a little hiccup there. We'll go into bet one of round 20. Which we have the Hawthorn Carlton game. So this one was actually a good start to the round for once. And I was super happy with the Josh Ward pick. Sicily is in form. And actually, Wiedering was probably the one of slight concern just because, he had that. Was it a head knock or he got hit on like Sard's elbow, came off for a bit, but he was fine. Battle is just continuing to just get around the 14-15 posi bracket. And Ollie Hollands bounced back after he's missed the week before.
Yeah, that was a fucking great way to kick things off, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Oh,
No.
that was the infamous battle. Did he get the touch? Did he not get the touch game?
Oh, yeah, that was the one. Yeah, we're all looking because Battle was on 14, but he got a free posi in the fourth quarter. But turns out someone in the Discord picked up it was from like quarter 3 or quarter 2 that they didn't
Yeah.
add. They added it on later. So we were like, oh, is the bet going to pay out or not? But it did. So that was fantastic. And just we're going to run through this again because, I don't know how many people listen to the recap, but we've got to get this video done. Jordan Rinley, unlucky, just an injury. I've included him in the misses below, 9 posies. I was going to exclude him because he had the injury.
He was. That's 9.5 as well.
Yeah, he was on track. So I feel harsh excluding him there. The only reason I feel harsh including him, the only reason I'm including him is because I think this is like the third, fourth time he's been injured this year. The man's, made of glass, so he breaks super easily. But just unlucky. I think it was another hamstring or something. But otherwise, the rest of the bets were fine. Darcy, it's so good that we have these 12 posi brackets because we can actually include full forwards or key defenders. It's just, it really suits. Riley Sanders hit. He didn't hit the other night, but...
we'll talk about him next week.
Exactly. If you have anything to say, just yell out. Just
let's just go to the misses. So this one was a genuine miss, I think. Yeah,
genuine miss. McInerney just went to bed in the last quarter, but so did Sydney. So I can give him the out. And Lockie Ash had his worst game for the year, but as you would have seen in the YouTube post section for the game on Thursday night, it was the Doggies GWS game. I was bounce back. It was his worst game. Lockie Ash is in All-Australian form. This isn't going to happen 2 weeks in a row. We called it. So bathwater moment. But just remember those two players. We've got Lockie Ash. Remember Justin McInerney going forward. Everyone else seemed to be fine. I'm glad we avoided Taylor as well. He was the key lockdown on Darcy on Thursday night too. But
God, far out. That was a bad game.
Yeah, but bad game for him and the Giants. But it was good to get him for this Sydney game because who's their key forward. So
exactly.
Game 4, another hit. This one was good as well. Jasper Fletcher was leaving it a little bit late, but he got there in the end in a wet game against Gold Coast where Brisbane just didn't really rock up. Zach Bailey's having a fantastic year on the wing there. So, yes, he's been...
For like a more... we still have 2 Gold Coast players, but we went pretty heavy on the Brisbane, and I was like, oh, fuck, they're getting pantsy, and they still hit. So
yeah, thankfully we dodged some bullets with Zorko. He's been a great pick this year, but we missed him for his first miss. So again, someone to remember going forward. But yeah, thankfully we hit this one. Game 5. Oh, you know what's annoying? Sorry. So this bet missed by 2 legs. So we didn't get a bonus bet for this one. So it's very rare that we miss by 2 legs. But it does happen. And it happens again there, 2 out of 3 times. So Josh Tracy, I'm still kind of bullish on, but I thought of any game for him to hit a 10 posies, it would be against West Coast.
Well, Yeah, on this one, I think at quarter time or even maybe halfway through the second, I'm like, oh, he's past halfway. This is easy. He's doing this. He's going to piss this in.
It's
So,
kind of remember when we had Jaden Laverty for like 12 or something? It's like someone whose
yeah.
main job. I mean, yeah, it's Josh Tracy's to get the ball and kick goals, but it's like he's not actively, providing.
And
What I mean?
he's getting the best defender as well. I think I think Tracy's one of the best forwards in the league, but he's getting the best defender each week, and that's why you get like Paddy Voss running around kicking bags because he's getting absolute pleb third defender.
Yeah.
So,
No,
last against Collingwood, he had Darcy and he still kicked 6. So.
That being said, I'm still keen on Tracy. Nathan O'Driscoll, like, the fuck was that? So he just absolutely went missing. He's on the wing there too, and as a winger, you should be getting like 15 posies minimum. Like, okay, maybe
in a blowout to go get the fucking ball.
That was fucking wild. So yeah, Nathan O'Driscoll just falling so short. I fell asleep in the last quarter of this one because there was no point watching because he was not even close to hitting.
And Harley Reid out for the year. So
yeah, bit of a shame. So moving on to game 6, we have North versus Geelong. And okay, just pat myself on the shoulder for this one. The Jeremy Cameron call, 14 posies. He had hit against every team in the bottom portion of the ladder except North because he hadn't played them yet. And then bang, 14 posies against North. So
and what, 11 goals? Was it?
Yeah, just a lazy 11, and then potentially a upcoming 100 goals season.
Well,
maybe
I think he kicks like at least 5 tomorrow. So
that'll be very interesting to watch. But otherwise, Simpkin hit, who's actually now out. Ollie Dempsey hit in a blowout, so lucky. And Bailey Smith hit 25 at halftime. So that was fucking wild.
That was a ball.
Yeah. Game 7. We had Connor Rosie. So I like Connor, but the last quarter he played like purely on ball and didn't touch it for about 25 minutes. He got like 3 posies in the last 5 minutes or so. Or maybe there's the last 8 minutes. But the point is the game was wet as well. So I want to give him a little bit of an out. I don't know how much going forward he'll still play on ball because he's having a great year at half back line. So... But then also Farrell's there, Burgoyne's there. They need help in the mid.
And his hand's blown up a bit, they said.
Yeah, so he could easily miss. But just someone to be wary of, and you'll see in the bets coming up, reasons like maybe why I've included him, but, out of other options. So I like Connor, but just we'll keep an eye on him if he's just playing more on ball, because I didn't like him on ball at all last year. But this year he's been great halfback. Moving on to game 8. So this one actually got voided. So we get the $50 back. And then if you guys check the YouTube comments section, check the Discord, if someone's voided, if there's a sub or if whatever the reason is, the bet is not going through, I'll always post an update who to include instead. So I had 2 options. One was Sam Banks for 18, for 20 instead of 18, and the other was including Lockie Schultz. So again, I wrote it in the YouTube comments to include Lockie Schultz, and bang. So we got the bonus bet from sorry, what was game? It was game 7. Oh, the Connor Rosie miss on the Saturday night. So going into the Sunday, bang and bang. That's the $100
Lockie Schultz was a great pick. Yeah, he was, he feasted a bit.
Yeah, so. It was kind of like the Jeremy Cameron thesis or reasoning, because he was getting really high posi games against bottom teams. So to pick Lockie Schultz there was great. Nathan Broad hit. Unfortunately, he's out this week, so there's our little cash cow gone for the moment.
I know.
Yeah, unlucky. And Dacos, 3 Brownlow votes. He's like $1.65 for Brownlow. If he wins Brownlow, I'm fucking gonna be eating good that night. So,
but don't you think that little kitty there, guys? Guess where that's going?
That was great. Oh, last game we had a fucking stinker of the bet, but arguably one of the best quarters.
I didn't care. Fucking throw the bet away. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was the best 30 seconds of an ending of a footy game I've ever seen. Just not to have a player kick a game time goal right before the siren and the same guy do it again in weird circumstances. That was absolutely wild. So
and then 8 seconds of chaos by Melbourne. So
John and I chatted about this on the phone for 20 minutes, so we won't do it here because we've got the bets to go through. But that was a fantastic game. Harvey Langford went unsighted in the last quarter. Callum Wilkie, that's sometimes what happens with a key defender. He's gone 2 out of 4 in the last month, so a bit frustrating with Callum Wilkie, but yeah, either way. All right, moving on to the bets for this round. So
let's go.
Oops, that's this one. All right, game 3. So This one was actually a bit interesting because I had Cozzy Pickett for 16, but his odds just dipped a lot before I was just finalizing the bet. So someone with a similar, idea, Cade Chandler for 12. He's only missed 2, both of them by 11. It's against West Coast, a small high half forward. This game suits them a lot. Tom McCarthy hasn't missed 16 all year. And wait, 16, that should be 18. I was like, hold on, that's wild. Wait, sorry. 18 posies, and I'm only including him just to get over the $3 line. But that being said, Tom McCarthy hasn't missed. I like him, but just be wary because Ryan Marrick is down there, and you'll see, haven't included Ryan Marrick. We'll get to reason why in the odds later. Jack Viney, Liam Baker for 18, and Christian Petrarca for 22. Yeah, so that one just got us over $3 on Ladbrokes. There's a couple here in the 10 posi bracket that I kind of like. Liam Ryan, his CBAs are like 30%, and there's no Harley Reid. They will need
that's a good point.
Yeah,
No
Harley, and they will need a little bit of a spark in there. So I really think Liam has a chance. And when you think about it, Melbourne are not a great side at the moment. So Liam Ryan, I think, has every chance to get 10, even if he wasn't getting CBA rotations. So I was this close to including him, but Cade Chandler, well, it was Cozzy Pickett at the time, but Cade Chandler, just bet him. Harry Edwards, one of the key defenders down back. I don't know enough about, but his stats are just jumping off the page, so one to highlight. Actually, Jono, your boy, the Blaster. So he is $1.22, 10 out of 10.
Oh, the Master Blaster.
Actually, just a note with Cade Chandler. I just had a note to the side. He had 26 posies against West Coast earlier this year. His highest posie game absolutely just destroyed him. So that's another reason why I like Cade Chandler. But sorry, back on the Blaster. Only reason I don't like him is because no Stephen May. A lot of defenders usually miss against West Coast. I know he hit against West Coast last time. Melbourne are not great. This game's at Marvel. I think Tom McDonald's every chance, but there's just that in the back of my mind where he could miss against West Coast. I think
that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment. You just don't know I thought they would swing the axe a bit more, Melbourne, this week, but he didn't really. He only dropped one player in Spargo.
Oh yeah.
So
unlucky. Wasn't he was the sub too, so a bit rough.
Yeah, so blame the sub, I guess. But I just don't know what they're... tough one.
So that rationale is why I'd like Chandler more instead of Tom McDonald, but I don't blame if you pick him. Clay Hall, who I've highlighted, will be playing on ball, hopefully helping out their depleted midfield. So someone to note. He's one game off being 9 out of 10. I've never bet on Hall before. I need to properly watch him, but someone who'll be on ball.
Yep.
15 and 16 posi bracket, we have Ed Langdon, who will be most likely playing on the wing, no tagging role. He's only done that weird tagging role twice. Oh, and if you noticed that St Kilda Melbourne game last week, he was tagging Wanganeen Miller in the last 10 minutes. That's why Wanganeen Miller was thrown forward for a bit. So he does do it, but it shouldn't happen against West Coast. Should get 15.
The tag was really effective, obviously.
So. Tom Coll going to have a bunch of footy down back. And I've highlighted him because we'll get to it. So we could get Ryan Marrick for 15 plus bracket before at $1.20. Look what he is. He's $1.06, right? And then when we go down to 16 and 18, Ryan Marrick is $1.14, so not quite enough. And then he's $1.36 here. But when we're in the 18 posi bracket, I want to know for sure he's staying in the back line. So yes, Ryan Marrick had 8 kickouts last week. That's fantastic. But it's 1 week of it, and he just got 20. So Ryan Marrick is named on the wing. He's been on the wing for the last 2 months. Look, maybe he has to go half back because Liam Duggan is going to go on ball. I see the rationale. I understand it, but I just want to actually see it first before I'm betting on someone for $1.33 or $1.14. So it's the risk reward is not there just yet, but maybe another week or so, then I'll buy into it.
Yeah.
No, cool. Sorry, I'm chatting a lot. Do you want to talk about anyone from the 18 or 20?
No, you keep going, so man. I'm just checking out some stuff on AFL DFS in the background.
Not too easy. Tom McCarthy, who has hit in every game he's played, $1.16. He's 4 cents away from being a price I like, so I can justify it. I
love him with just on him, watching him last week. He's run he's getting a lot of touches up around the he's not just sitting at home waiting. He's getting a lot of kick, receive, keep going up the ground kind of movement.
Yeah,
So,
someone
like,
who wants the footy and runs
yeah,
and calls for it.
very hungry, very
Yeah.
hungry. So I
So-
like him.
This close to betting on him for 20, but I just don't know. I just don't know how many chippies Ryan Marrick is going to steal from him. So I think 18 plus is fine to ask from now. Jack Viney, 10 out of 10. He had the biggest blunder of all time I've seen last week by standing in the center of the wing. So, but that's just a rarity.
So I know we're betting Joe, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
just on that, what was his thought that the ball was they were going to kick it out to him uncontested on the wing? As like,
the only out I give him is that he thought he had to stand exactly at their. I don't know. That was
but
wild.
Cameron Eady,
His opponent's 30 meters away.
yeah, like, oh god. Anyway,
Yeah, John and I literally chat about that for hours, and we could easily do it here. Liam Baker, his one miss there, 11. I can't remember who it was, but I did watch the game.
was that the one when they chucked him forward?
Yeah, but he was having an absolute stinker half back, so I think it was half time he moved forward and actually played all right.
This is a stink. This shoe in for like. It's no Harley Reid. There's no Jack Graham for another week.
And that's the thing. So then he played 4 the week before, and then he's been on ball the last 2 weeks. And who do they need on ball? They'll need Baker. A bit of grunt, bit of grit. So I really like him for 18 here, hence why I've included him. So
It'll be like Baker and Hewitt.
Yeah.
That will be their guys that they have to go with.
Yeah, so I feel like Duggan or Baker or Kelly, I'm pretty sure he's still named. I'm not that.
True. Tim Kelly, I forgot he even
But-
existed.
Baker, I think, is a great chance. And the last 2 weeks, Liam Baker, I'm just having a quick look now. Liam Baker, 36% and 34%. So that's jumped up from 0% the last month. So yeah, he's getting around on ball. Liam Duggan, I've highlighted just because his stats are up there, but just be careful because he was a bit sore last week. He's probably going to play on ball. I don't like him on ball. I only like him if he's in the back line getting free posies. So
Nice.
yep. Ryan Marrick, who I spoke about. I just want to see it first. That's why I haven't highlighted. Tom McCarthy, bullish. Yeah, we've spoken about these guys. Here we go. 22 and onwards. Christian Petrarca, really like. Coming off a miss last week, and he missed with the 17 against the hard tag with Bergman. I mean, I think Hoff will run with him slightly this game, but I think Christian Petrarca is too good to have Hoff nullify him to 22 or less. So yeah, I think we're getting him for a good chance. Good odds. Oliver, I mean, does what he does, even though it's not pretty. And goal scorers, there's some options here, but I've been off goal scorers for a while, so do what you like with that.
Yep.
Awesome. Game 4, move on. Game 4, we have Gold Coast versus Richmond. So this is another wild one. You can already see I don't even have Noah Anderson highlighted for 25. And, like, I have Ben Long in here. This game is awful. If you don't want to bet on it, I don't blame you, but I bet on, like, every game, so this is what I've come up with.
This is a one don't watch kind of game. I reckon.
Yeah,
don't even go do something. Go do something outside, guys.
This one was fucking rough. So, okay, just to remind you guys, this is what we did with Jeremy Cameron last week. Mind you, this is an updated one, so I've included his North Melbourne game, right? So he hit against all the bottom teams. Ben Long, we've done the same thing with Ben Long, right? Look what he's hit against the bottom teams. He's only had one miss, and it was against Essendon. So he's playing Richmond. I think, he's a very high chance to hit against the bottom team here. He's missed up against a lot of the top teams, and Sydney, can play all right. Well, they maybe not a top team this year, but you know what I mean. Look at that form against the bottom teams. So Ben Long for 10. I wouldn't take it otherwise unless there were no other options, but you'll see as we go down the list. Pick something else out if anything pops up. But remind you, these odds might be updated since doing the video. This is garbage city. So that being said, Sam Banks has been probably the best value player. He's been our Ryan Marrick-esque type player. All green and green. You hardly see it. Sam Banks is absolute no-brainer, but it just sucks how there's no other options.
Yeah.
Dion Prestia, I'm pretty sure he's had just one miss this year. And it was 19 posies. I don't like him because he's injury prone as shit, but that's the option we got to take. So, and Noah Anderson, I would love if there was like a 27 posi bracket. I just don't know if I'm bullish enough for 30. I could, but I'm just including him there to get over $3. Fuck this garbage.
Yeah,
Anyway.
honestly, guys, if you don't want to do a bet, this is probably the one.
Yeah. This one, I mean, we've come up with the best options here, but Sam
That's
Collins...
we're not just throwing you shit, but like we've done the best of our bad.
Yeah, there's been definite research put into this, but like, yeah, here we go. Let's go through it. Sam Collins, do I want a key defender against Richmond at Gold Coast Stadium, people first? No.
Absolutely not.
But do I want a forward who's playing at their home ground against one of the bottom 3 teams this year? Yes.
Yeah,
Even
a bit more than that.
Yeah, even though he's averaging like bang on 10, like, yeah, his ceiling is very low, but he's a decent chance.
Yeah.
12 posies.
We can do this one quick.
Yeah, we can fly through this. I'm just going to pause it here if you want to have a look. No one to really know. There it is. 14 posies, Toby Nankervis, but he's going up against...
Does it get the ruck killer?
Exactly. So. Going up against Wits, the ruck killer. Don't like rucks when they have to verse big body boys. And there you go. I mean... Yeah, again, I'm pausing as well. Bodie Ulan, we've lost his value. We could get him for like $1.25 in the 12 posi bracket, but again, it's against Richmond. So
yeah.
15, Toby Nankervis against the Ruck Killer. I mean, who else can we pick? Will Power, I don't want a backman when Joel Jeffrey's popping off and John Noble's playing well. Do I really think the third half backer is going to have a monster game again? Oh, I don't know. Just doesn't fill me with confidence. So... 16 and 18, Sam Banks. Here we go. Finally, someone's popped off. And here we go. In the 16 and 18 posi bracket, it's Sam Banks on both occasions. Like, that's wild. Anyone you see there for value, Jono? It's very hard to try and dig someone out of this.
The only one I can really there would be just below Dion Prestia in the 20 posi bracket would be Fiorini. But he is, and the only reason, like, he's still 6 out of 10, so it's risk.
Actually, no, I do like that. I could definitely highlight him. Good pick up, because Fiorini has only missed, I think it's once this year. No, twice this year. So one of those 16 posi games is from last year. So he's kind of technically like 7 out of 9. So
keep in mind, Took's back.
Took Miller is back, and you'll notice I've highlighted him here, but like.
Fiorini's not but he has had a spike in CBAs in that period of time. But yeah.
Oh, and it's 20 posies, and Fiorini's a wingman, so I mean.
But then again, like it's kind of like the thought of like why we went. I can't remember the other day. So Noddy, Nathan O'Driscoll, like you're versing Richmond, just feast kind of thing. So, but
yeah. So Fiorini's highlighted. It's good pickup. I hate asking 20
It's a risky. Like honestly, we're having to stretch it a bit far here. So yeah.
And we've highlighted Took Miller. Any other time, I'd include him straight away. But he's coming off a hamstring injury, and it's 2 weeks. Like, why play him against Richmond?
Sub.
Yeah,
huge, sub out definitely,
huge
or
sub
starting a sub, or not even laid out.
Even laid out territory. Yeah, good call. So I like Took Miller any day of the week, but just. Yeah, let's just see how he goes. John Noble, we've lost all value. I hope these odds change. By the time you're seeing this video, if the odds change, just, use their form.
Even Johnny Noble's like, oh, God.
He's $1.19 and 22. We'd get him for $1.20 in the 20-plus bracket. But, like, dude.
And I'm not betting it against a bottom team. It's just no way.
Do you think Richmond will, get like 8, 10 behind, or probably even more behind?
No.
No.
Oh, like in the entire game. But it's just like, are they going to get...
Are they going to pepper the scoreboard? Like,
no. Like, I think they're going to have a lot of shallow inside 50s where it's just like Collins just punches the fuck out of it, doesn't get a possession, but it just gets it back out. It's just like, it'll be just midfield battle.
Yeah.
And also like, that's why I don't hate the Noah Anderson pick. Like, if Noah Anderson's going to keep touch with Dacos in this Brownlow, he needs to have, like Dacos, what do you have, 37 or whatever he did?
It was like 40 plus and 3 goals.
Yeah, if he's going to have any touch with Nick, he needs to come out with like at least a 30 touch game.
Yeah, so. I think so too. So you'll see that we haven't highlighted Noah Anderson in the 25 because there's no value there. The risk reward is, I don't know, I hate it, but I've had to include him anyway. I like him for 30. He had a tag game with the 19 and then otherwise 227. So he's very close.
Even Jordan Hopper, like 22. Why are you so cheap?
I know. He's $1 because maybe there's no Taranto, and Matt Rao is $1.07. Like, I like Matt Rao, but Matt Rao definitely has fucking peaks and troughs where he just...
Oh, yeah. He's in an incredible form, but yeah, no.
But he could easily drop, like...
Even that the other week when he was breaking the tackle count, remember, he didn't touch the ball till like... fucking halfway through the second quarter.
And this reason is why we've gone Ben Long, because like, it's rough as guts out here. And don't get me wrong, I like Johnny Noble, but Johnny Noble should be $1.20 in the 20 plus. If he was, I would probably include him. Just because he's versing Richmond doesn't mean I think he'll get like 16 posies. I think he's a chance, but not when he's paying that price. Like, anyway, so goals, Ben Ainsworth. I mean, you could go like Ben. No, I don't. Goal scorers, I like even less.
Let's burn this. Fuck this game, mate.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's go to game 5. That one was fucking rough. So we have Sydney versus Essendon. Thankfully, this one has a lot more options, and we'll go.
Essendon's always got some good, juicy ones, right?
Yeah, well, same as Sydney. So thankfully, Justin.
And I like to see we are back on the Goldie gravy train.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever plays Goldie is free money. So hop aboard, fill your bellies up. We're jumping on Brodie Grundy.
Just blow your whistle, all aboard.
We'll go to the ones before. Dursma and McInerney, 16 posies. Justin McInerney missed last week. I've really liked him all year. He's very bullish. He's hungry. He's determined. But against just an avalanche from GWS, he just went quiet, and I really rate him to bounce back.
Those first two, just look at those. First two, like, they're not going to be sub-Bris. They're going to play the entire game. And look at them, probably more their plus-minus bracket. Look at that 5 and a 4.
Yeah, they are juicy, right? Juicy.
Yeah, and it's like, we're not even, like, this is still a low posi kind of bracket, right? So they're averaging 20, 21 for a 16 bracket.
It is. Yeah, Jono's right. The higher the plus-minus bracket, especially when their original bracket is lower, it's so good. Yeah. So you will see Brodie Grundy is only 1.5 above, which is not great, but obviously if you've been watching any footy recently, Brodie Grundy is arguably the All-Australian ruckman going up against the shittest ruckman. So there's definitely, subjective value to this. Dylan Shields, speaking of subjective value, so he is 10 out of 10, 6 over his bracket. You'd think, why is he not more of a lock? Why are we not speaking about him? If you look at his game time, it's deplorable. It's 65%. It's barely cracking 70. You think, why would I include him? Essendon's midfield is depleted. And the fact that he got 29 posies in, I think it was 64% game time. I'm just going to double check that. That is wild in itself. So usually... Yeah. I wouldn't include someone with such low game time, such injury prone or sub. I don't think Dylan Shields going to get sub risk in this game. He has been before when the team was more stacked.
I'd still keep obviously it is what it is once the game starts, but just keep an eye out for the team lineups. I think
so Dylan Shield, albeit his stats look great on paper, just the time on ground just kills me. He's going up against Sydney at SCG, but I just think with such a low time on ground, he's got such a high posies per minute, which is great.
Yeah.
Isaac Heaney, in great form, going up against Essendon, and it's Goulden's like 100th game or something.
No tag.
I think Isaac Heaney, Goulden, Warner all have a great game. Only reason I haven't included Goulden is because he's too short. So we've got Heaney for a great price, great odds. Yep, he's got the
just before we speaking of the Goldie and Brodie, like the gravy train, we literally couldn't have the more informed ruckman versus the guy that we've been backing against, who's come through for us every time and time again, right?
Exactly. That one is probably our biggest lock, even though he looks probably the shittest in this form. You know what I mean?
No, golden lock of the week for sure. But I don't think every time we've bet against Goldie, because there's times we've chosen not to do it. I think we're 100% against that.
Yeah, we're just going to lock him now. It's not even a... I mean, I like McInerney so much, but I mean, the gravy train Jono's been speaking of, it is just, hitting all the time.
And Brodie wants that blazer again.
Yep. So Angus Clark, young kid, Essendon, I've highlighted, good value there. The only reason he's like 3 over his bracket, which is great, bit inconsistent. I don't want to really back a young Essendon kid up against Sydney at STG, but there you go. 12 posi bracket. So someone I was this close to including, actually both of them, is Tom Papley and Jackson Pryor.
No, he's overweight, mate. You can't run it again.
So Papley, we'll get on to Papley first. He has hit every game this year, excluding his injury, except against Brisbane in round 1. So he was going up against the reigning premiers and he just missed. There's no Will Hayward. He is going to come up the ground. He is aggressive. He wants the footy. So ignore these back end ones. This is his form this year. So I really like Tom Papley, even though the 6 out of 10 and 1 posi more is there. So just keep that in mind. I'm bullish on Papley. And Pryor, there is no Jordan Ridley.
Yeah.
So I think Jackson Pryor definitely has a chance to step up when he's averaging 4.
And also, it's Sydney's forwards. Who's he going to be marking here? I don't even know who's their key forward.
Well, because Hayden McLean's not in at the moment. He got that unfortunate concussion last week.
Is it Sorry, you keep going. Sorry, I'm just going to have a
Yeah, no,
quick
you check their
sneak
key
peek.
forwards. But 8 out of 10, averaging 4 more. I really like Jackson Pryor, especially with no Ridley.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what's their forward line?
I'm just going to quickly name them, right?
Yep.
Rowbottom, who's a midfielder, so he won't play there. Jack Buller, never
Oh,
heard of him.
yeah.
Is it key forward? I don't know. James Jordan, who's a tagger, McInerney, Papley, and Datoli.
So I don't know two of them, and everyone else is like 6'2" or under. I don't know.
Laddam. Oh, I assume Laddams will be sub ball.
Oh, yeah.
I assume Laddams is playing makeshift forward. Actually,
Yeah, you're right. So don't worry about Laddams affecting Grundy. It won't happen.
nah, it'll be McLean's role, 30%, and
Yeah.
also Grundy gets 50% ruck today. I think he'll hit. So
Yeah, the only reason Grundy is missing today is if like he has a stink, or if he woke up on the bad side of the bed, or if he is
he hurts his ankle in the first quarter.
yeah, like something crazy would have to happen.
Yeah.
Pryor I've highlighted again for 14, just because I like same principle. 15, Ben Hobbs, there you go. He has to step up and help in the midfield, but 8 out of 10, averaging bang on, doesn't quite get me over the line, but someone who I think will hit. 16 and 18 posies, juicy bracket here. I like Sheldrick, but same problem with Dylan Shield. He has low time on ground, and now that, Goulden, I know he's on the wing, but Heaney and Warner are playing up there. McInerney also helps out. Rowbottom comes in. There's just other options I like more. Dersma has only given us grief a couple of times for injury concern, but otherwise, like, he's averaging 20 in his last 10. Huge. Same with McInerney. Like, fuck, they are juicy picks.
Yeah.
18 and 20, Durham, Shield, like, again, more juicy picks. McGrath I like. He had 35 against Sydney last time they versed earlier this year in round 9. But the problem is he has played a lot more on ball. He had 72% CVAs, but he's only just getting 22. Like, if you're playing that much on ball, I don't know. I kind of expect more. I feel like maybe I've got high expectations for him, but he could easily be thrown in the back line, and I don't know, something. I like McGrath. I was very tempted to include.
I think I would add McGrath in if it was another leg or whatever, because it's just like that. I think the roles, like, okay, you can't, if a guy's playing midfield, if anything, it's a bonus, and no Ridley. So
Yeah, no, true. I do like McGrath. I don't know what I think when I bet on him one time and he played Brisbane and I was at the Gabba watching him, he just didn't touch it, and that's just stuck in my head ever since. But yeah, I do like McGrath.
Yeah.
Even though what I'm saying is a bit contradictive, but there you go. Durham, I like too, but he's also had a stinker. He had 11 posies.
Since, what was it? I can't remember which game it was. Probably like 4 weeks ago. Like, remember we were like, oh, this is a shoo-in for 22 touches. And I'm like, is he just lost the plot here? Like,
Oh, Durham. Yeah, so
yeah.
he had 22 and then 11. He had a good game last week, but I don't know. Again, I don't like betting on people after their best games. And he's going up against Sydney's mid. Sydney is a good side at the moment, despite their forward line, but they've got a good midfield team.
But it's just like the role couldn't be better for like Durham. Like Zach Merritt, remember like Zach Merritt was thrown out on the wing for that period of time, and it was like just like what's his name? Parrish was no Parrish and everything like that. Dylan Shield as a corpse is in there. You're the man now, and went fucking missing.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Someone I'm not that confident in backing at the moment, but stats are there. Brody Grundy we spoke about. Roberts killing it.
Zach Merritt will cop the Jordan tag. And question without nose, James, what was his stats in the last time they met?
Merritt. So Zach Merritt against
Zach
Sydney
Merritt went forward and kicked a bag. Oh,
he had 19 posies.
But how many goals?
Jono's just got some work on outside at the moment, so ignore that. But otherwise, no, you're right. Goals, he had 2.
Okay. But yeah, 19 posies got absolutely shut down.
Yeah, so just mindful of that.
This is like, I think we've spoken about in the past. There's a type of player that Jordan loves to get. It's a Zach Merritt, it's a Lachie Neale type. The smaller, maybe not as super quick type of player that likes to play stoppages a lot more and a bit more inside, I guess. And he loves that type of player.
Actually, yeah, I've highlighted Zach Merritt for 25, so just be cautious of that. Otherwise, in the 20 posie brackets, yeah, we've spoken about all these guys before. Chad Warner is teetering very close. Maybe he's playing a bit more, he is playing a bit more forward, so I don't like him as much. Otherwise, I was including him pretty much every game this year, but not as bullish now. Heaney, we've included. We've spoken about all these guys. Here we go. And then goal scorers. So Peter Wright, yeah, sure, he's an option. Even though Essendon are garbage at the moment, 9 out of 10, $1.26. Chad Warner, I probably like more, but again, not that bullish on. Heaney for 2. Do with it what you will. So, Next game.
Next game.
Game
the
6.
Footy Flooders Cup.
So this is Jono's wearing his Pies hat, so we'll chuck on our Lions one.
Here we go.
Boo! Jono and I will never talk to each other again after this.
So Paddy Lutinsky, absolute god. Barry, pleb.
Darcy Cameron,
pleb.
flog. He won't touch it at all. So, but it's actually, taking the bias glasses off for a second. Lipinski, I think he's only missed 1 game for the year, and he's every chance. I think he hit against Brisbane early this year at the Gabba.
And that 13 was after a week off. They rested him, and he came back, and he just looked a bit off.
Yeah. So now Lipinski is he's still getting his normal game time, or 80.
Oh yeah, no, they like the stats are they want to get the ball in Lipinski's hand for that kick inside 50, and that kick inside 50 purely means he's up the ground more. He's around the ball. So
I really like Lipinski. Jared Berry, 10 out of 10. He's averaging like what the fuck? How is he $1.22? He is our cash cow. He is our Ryan Marrick.
The only one I think like they tried to send him to Nick in the second half. That's the only reason. So.
Yeah, I'm not that. I don't think he'll do like a hard tagging role.
No, I don't think it will be either. But
I don't think he'll do any tag. I don't think he'll tag at all. Like I still think he plays on the wing. But that's there's a slight worry just because Bruce Reville has been named, and that's another winger.
But it's just because Nick went bonkers in that first half, and then the second half they changed it. Yeah, and Brisbane never tag.
Never tagged. They have a soft tag.
And you're in better
Dunkley.
form. You're in better form now than you are then, so you probably just back your system in. So.
I think so too. I just think Josh Dunkley makes him accountable at stoppages. That's all Josh Dunkley does as a defensive mid, which is great, but it's not a hard tag. So anyway, Berry on the wing, I like. Darcy Cameron, his 8 out of 10. He's only just averaging over his bracket, but again, kind of like our Brodie Grundy reason, he is going up against Darcy Fort. Poor old big Oscar McInerney has been managed. He's barely getting by. So anyway, I think Darcy Cameron has every chance to hit against Darcy Fort, even though I love Forty. He's going up against Cameron. So Cameron's a great chance to hit. Jasper Fletcher, one of my favorite players, took a huge, amazing mark last week. Fantastic. 9 out of 10. If he's playing halfback, I love, he is. There's no chance he'll go to the wing. But I'm just saying, if he does go to the wing, which I don't think he will, I still think he's a chance to hit. So It doesn't really matter where he plays. He's a chance. If he's in the back line, which he is, he's even a better chance, which I like.
Yeah.
Dane Zorko coming off a miss last week. First time this year he went below 20 in the slop against GWS against an avalanche of goals. Dane Zorko will step up for the big occasion. I think he's fantastic. I'd almost go in for 22.
Adding to that, kind of almost like a double coming off last time, I don't know if you remember, throw you back to, was last time Collingwood played Brisbane, was that game where he came off, he got ran down tackle by Bobby Hill, and then he came off and Fagan and him got into it.
Oh, that was that game where they were
so it's just kind of like he did have a bad game against Collingwood last time. Like he probably was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna again. Like when Collingwood players are getting into him, he'll be fired up.
Yeah, no, I love Zorko. Like coming off a miss, it's his one miss for the year below 20. So I like Zorko. Speaking of that Bobby Hill thing, I'm just going to jump all the way down. So I was very tempted to include a goal scorer for this game. We'll come back to it. Bobby Hill has had one miss this year. He has a minimum of 2 scoring shots in every game. And he's last 7 times he's played Lions, he's only missed once. Like Bobby Hill loves the Lions. He's coming back from an injury. The only reason I'm not including him is because it's his first game back and goal scorers have just fucked me recently.
Also, I don't think it will be him. I think it will be DeGoey. But McRae said that one of Bobby Hill or DeGoey will be sub.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
do you want to roll those? Do you want to roll the dice on that?
No. Okay. Well, I'm glad then we didn't include him, and we check in with our Collingwood expert. So,
but I think it's DeGoey because DeGoey is the one that's more unfit, right?
Yep.
So,
I think so too.
But even that stinks to me. Like subbing one out for the other anyway. So maybe both of them are going to see sub time in this game. So.
Yep. I just wanted to bring that out now just because we mentioned him and he was insane. Like he was in the bet slip for so long. So just wanted to mention that. There's a couple to pick from the 10 plus. Not that I would, but I'm just highlighting options here. I wouldn't go either of them, any of them. But I mean, anyone who's like 8 or 9 out of 10, I like. And in a low posi bracket, like they're going to be very close.
But just look at that like plus minus bracket. They're not really great.
Exactly. So. Only one there is great is Harris Andrews, and he's below $1.20. So
yeah, and he'll have I can't imagine he's exactly like getting involved with the play tonight. He might have to play on play a bit more shutdown, whatever.
Yep.
I don't know. So.
No, I agree. 12 plus. No one I
Not
like.
Dan Houston. We need to see more. We need to see better form. Oh, so I'm in the 14s now. My bad.
Oh yeah, no. So you go.
Yeah, we still haven't seen it. I'm holding out hope still as a Collingwood fan and as a like benefit to where we can get this guy and like get some more touches for him is that Josh is going into that midfield and Dan Houston becomes the guy in the back line. We still haven't seen it. So
yep. Exact reason why we haven't included him, Jono's alluded to, and Quaynor is popping off, but
Quaynor playing shutdown though.
I was going to say he's going to be playing on Cameron. So I was going to say his last month has been great, but Isaac Quaynor can easily have quiet games, and he'll most likely be on Cameron for the whole day.
He's not interested in getting involved with the kicks up the field. He's not going to be running around the wing. He'll be sitting on Cameron, or be sitting on Rayner, or sitting on buddy whoever else is they going to throw
God,
it in.
I hope this bet hits because it's like your team and my team. So it's like this one. If this fucking
if it doesn't hit, we're fucking idiots, and everyone should stop listening.
If Lipinski lets us down, it'll be Lipinski or Cameron. Let's be real, guys. That's funny. I hope this one hits. Anyway, speaking of Lipinski and Cameron, I really rate Cameron going up against
even Cameron $1.19. I think that's really good value there if you didn't want to take him in the higher bracket. So
yeah, it was just like one extra posi against Darcy Fort
against a backup, right?
Yeah, so really rate him. Levi Ashcroft I've highlighted, Braden Maynard. Yes, they're there. I don't have an exact bullish reason why to include them other than their stats. Braden Maynard can have a good day when he's kicking out, but he could easily just be going for spoils all day. So
yeah, exactly.
Zach Bailey highlighted. I would go him if he was that price for 15. Yes, he's playing amazing and he's 8 out of 10. He's playing on the wing there, so he could go to half forward with Bruce Reville coming in. I don't think so. I think he'll be a good chance to just keep doing what he's doing, but the worries there. Ned Long highlighted, like Pendlebury's back. Keep that in mind. Berry we spoke about. Cam Rayner is having an absolutely bullish run home, so the problem is he can go missing, but he can also have big stretches. So against Collingwood, I think he'll have a good game at the MCG, but I don't want to go on someone who I think is going to pop off.
Yep.
Cameron, Lipinski we've spoken about. Let's go down to 18 and 20. Steel Sidebottom has been a little bit quiet of late, but he came back with a nice 24 posi game against Richmond, so that was kind of an easy kill for him. I don't know how well he'll do against Brisbane, but
just on the Collingwood factor, the old boy factor, right? Again, Collingwood plays in 5 days' time.
Oh, Hawthorn next week.
Yeah. So now, I'm not saying I think this game goes to the wire. If there is a blowout either way, you're getting one of those old boys off.
Yeah.
Like if this game's dead and buried at 3/4 time, either way, blowout loss, blowout win. It's either they've got to take someone old off.
And Pendlebury had the rest last week. They don't. I think they've only subbed Crisp like once in however long. So Sidebottom's.
And he's usually Crisp is not a sub out kind of guy.
Yeah, he's a sub in. I think he actually subbed in for the Brisbane game this year, from memory.
I think because it was coming up. They're like, like he was getting closer to that record kind of thing. So yeah. I think this stinks of whoever they're keeping some players fresh if the game's over, right?
Yep.
But only if the game's over.
Yeah. No, I agree. Zorko and Pendlebury. Pendlebury has only had one miss all year. Huge. I mean, I'm very tempted to include.
And I don't think it will be him purely because of the rest time last week, right? So,
yeah. I'm very bullish on Pendlebury. I think
44.4 and 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
If I had to include another one, it's probably
I think I don't know. So I'm just going back to the top there. I like all these guys more. Like Lipinski, we're asking for 5 less, and he's 3 point. Like all these people are strong candidates. Why? So yeah, Pendlebury, I really like. I just can't believe he hasn't actually made it into the bet slip.
But isn't it like what was it? The Gold Coast game where he got subbed on at halftime.
And he got like 17 posies and a half.
Yeah, and we're all like, fuck, okay. Like 20's like fucking change to him.
Yeah,
Chump
no.
change.
So that was huge. Haven't included that game because he only played half it, so it would kind of mess up his stats. But Fletcher and Zorko going from half back, I like both. McCluggage, if he was just a little bit more, I think he's a decent chance too. If he'll probably get to $1.25 game day. I'd be considering. Ashcroft, just because again his price. I'm surprised I haven't included. There's a lot of good options with this game, a lot of good ones. So if you want to swap someone out, like Pendlebury and Ashcroft are presenting great value. Dacos as well. There's like 3 options here we could easily include as well.
That's a pretty like 9 out of 10, $1.30.
Oh, and his one miss has been 24, 4 over. So yeah.
And we're like, and look, that's a long time ago now too. And he's probably not gonna like he's not gonna get attention from any Brisbane player. Like, yeah.
So the thing is like Darcy Cameron, I'm bullish on because he's versing Fort, and like Fletch, like all these guys have valid reasons we've spoken about. So just I wouldn't include more, although it's very tempting to. But
nah, like keep the bet safe.
And the bet's already here. Yeah, it's almost $4, so we're already doing what we need to do.
Now that taking back what I said before about adding Pendlebury, I'd probably actually add Josh for the 25
instead of Pendlebury.
Instead of adding a 20 Pendlebury in, I'd probably more go for the Josh.
I would do Pendlebury over Josh just because
a lower bracket.
Yeah, consistent, reliable. Josh, I just haven't seen. So, yes, he got 25 against Gold Coast when they got pumped, but he's going up against Brisbane, like the reigning premiers. If he's doing this new role, this is a game I would like to not bet on him and see how it goes against one of the top teams.
The Gold Coast was the 32 game.
Oh, sorry, what was the 25? Was
Freo.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the Gold Coast game was the
amazing last quarter.
Yeah, the 16 touches in a quarter or whatever.
Yeah, okay. So that's probably me just wanting to. If you're more bullish on him, yeah. But I just want to see how he goes if he's playing majority midfield.
I just think he's that type of player, right? Like, all right, so we're struggling in the midfield, and we need a midfielder. Josh goes in. If we're struggling down back, keep Josh down back.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So,
and actually, another point in your favour. I was at the Gabba when Brisbane versus Collingwood early this year, and I watched.
That was like a 37.
I watched both Dacos brothers just fucking absolutely humiliate the Lions. So,
yeah, that's like it is what it is with them. The one thing I just want to say is like you'll notice that we have not highlighted his brother Nick.
It's just a weird bracket at the moment. So
no, for good reason he's not highlighted. Like obviously there's no value in the 25, so forget it. We'd only, like we said last week, we'd never really go the 30s, and the only time you go against the 30s would be Nick against a Richmond or a superstar player against one of the worst teams in the league. This is like all the chips today, like the big boys going at it. It's not a 30 touch game.
No, this is going to be a absolute spectacle, hopefully, of a game similar to last night, grand final.
Hopefully like Thursday night, like run away.
No, this hopefully should be a great game, but Jono has just hit the nail on the head. Nick Dacos is coming off 2 40 posse games. Like, yes, he did one against Freo, and he had an easy kill against Richmond. Up against Brisbane, I don't think Brisbane are just going to let him do what he does, even though he did early this year. It's just Jono saying we only do 30 plus for someone who we think they can really have a good game. So Nick Dacos will probably have a great game. He could get 3 votes easily, but just up against Brisbane. Yeah.
Yep.
Bobby Hill, spoken about, very, very bullish on, but it's his first game back. And Tim Membry it'll either be
I like Tim Membry.
I like him too. I'm just slightly, because it'll either be him or like my check on Andrews. And if Andrews is on Membry, it'll be very hard for him, but he's great value. 9 out of 10. He's one game off being 10 out of 10. So I like
I think... it's hard to read your back line because there's the 3 talls. Dan McStay, who does he get?
Fuck. I forgot about Dan McStay.
Because he's the tallest out of the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Does Ryan Lester go to... I think Ryan Lester goes to Membry.
I reckon Ryan Lester would go to my check because Tim Membry's too strong, you know what I mean? Ryan Lester plays better on maybe the tall 4. Well, he obviously...
That's why he might even go to a Dan McStay, and Harris Andrews goes... Membry might find he gets a Starcevic in a way.
Yeah, fuck.
This is you, who's going to Bobby Hill?
So it's always been Noah Ainsworth. Obviously, he's not playing, so that would probably be Starcevic.
Then who goes to Membry?
See, that's what I'm thinking. I think it would be like Andrews, but just because Ryan Lester, I don't know. Ryan Lester, I feel like would be better on my check. But
who's your like fourth shutdown guy? Because you're going to need kind of four of them in a way.
Yeah, and then we have Fletcher in the back, Wilmot. They're Darcy Gardner. I forgot about him. Sorry. So he.
Darcy Gardner, right? So Darcy Gardner will go against Ian McStay, and that will cancel each other out.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think he could. It's an interesting one. We'll see, but
I forgot about Darcy Gardner. That makes a bit more sense. I think Starcevic goes to Bob.
Yeah, no, I think so there. Anyway, so that's the game 6. Anyone else you want to speak about, or we move on to?
I could talk about this one all day. So.
Oh yeah, I know. Jono and I will be. Don't worry. As soon as this is done, we're gonna be yapping about
Microphones off. Not talking.
Anyway, our first game of the Sunday, Saints versus North Melbourne. I actually like this one a bit because Mason Wood, we're getting him for a good price. He had a stinker against Geelong in Geelong, and I can give him the out for that. And the other 10 posi game was when he was playing half forward. I can't remember who it was, but he wasn't on the wing. Since he's been back on the wing, he's been huge he's been huge except that miss against Geelong in Geelong. So
Rowan Geelong and Geelong, so who cares? So.
Yeah, exactly. Rowan Marshall had 15 posies last week against Max Gawn. I think he can definitely increase that by 1 posies against fucking who? It's like Brian Teakle or someone.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there's no cherry.
Lock.
So I really, really like Rowan Marshall. He's been good of late. Jack Steele, St Kilda had a very quiet start for like 3 quarters, had a stinker. If he hits again, he's going to be 9 out of 10 because that's 16.
If he misses again that badly, I'd be pretty off him, I think. So
I'm keen to bounce back because 4 over his 18 posi bracket against North. North are in all sorts. St Kilda had their best win. Hopefully the morale's high. Interesting one, contentious one. Caleb Daniel. So you probably noticed the
You're really backing your boy in, yeah.
I'm really backing my boy. He's 1 cent off $1.20, which I really like. Caleb Daniel is just copping it from all angles from the media. And
David King is really on his fucking case.
Yeah, he's been on him for a while, but he's just getting harsher and harsher. But my bullish reason, if he is picked, his job is to get 20 posies. It doesn't matter. If he is picked and playing a full game, he can't defend, like not being rude, too short and stuff. Like he can't spoil and stuff. He is going to be taking 5-6 kickouts. His job is to help switch the play. His role is to get the footy. So if he's picked, I am picking him if he's a good price. So
I think on Caleb, like if this game happens and if the role's dead, and like say they're going, Colby, you're kicking in now, then that's him dead.
Colby has been in that role for maybe the last 2 months now, and he is still hitting. His miss last week was against Geelong and an absolute avalanche. So.
Do you think our worries are purely what the media is saying? It's not what Clarko's done, but the media are really fucking on him.
That's the thing. So that's why I'm picking him, because I'm still going against like what I think, and the thing is not to get too worried about the media. I sound like a player. We don't listen to that external noise, but for real, that is why he's getting picked, right? If he's getting picked and he's getting 14 posies every week, then you axe him. But if he's getting 20 plus, that's his job. Tom Powell. The only slight concern I'll say is when George Wardlaw came back, he was getting like high teen posi games. I think he actually got some 14 posi games, but he's in great form, and George Wardlaw has, I don't know, tapered off a little bit this year.
Wardlaw's back, but it's his first game back.
Oh, that's what I mean. So Tom Powell did miss when George Wardlaw came back for the first time this year.
I'm not worried about Wardlaw. They're terrified Wardlaw's going to hit his head again.
Yeah, so that's the second half of my argument. So I'm just giving you the warning, but then I think
bad.
No, you're right. I think Tom Powell will still hit regardless of that. I'm just stating both sides. Why have I got Caleb Daniel twice? I just realized.
It's a fake bet.
2, 3, 4, 5.
You bad like you really like him.
How long has that been there? I've only just realized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. But yes, I was bullish on Caleb Daniel for 22, but he's 1 cent off a great price for $1.20. Great price for 20. Anyway, Cooper Sharman, go for your life. Yep.
No, look at that 0.4. Fuck that.
Yeah, no thanks. 10 and 12 posies. Mason Wood, who I've highlighted, very bullish on, great price. No one else really in the
Marshall,
other.
love it. 4 above. Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go.
3.8 above. Love that. So
Yeah. So he is 2 cents off being a great price, but again, I'm bullish on him just for the one extra posi, because if he got 15 against Gorn last week, I think he's definitely going to get more against.
Oh, sorry. The kick on.
No, that's all my point is, because if I just go to North Melbourne's list, Brian Teakle, because they also had Coleman Jones, and he got injured, poor bloke. So they're up to their third string of ruckman, if that, I think.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah. So
look at Georgie Wardlaw's last month before he got hurt. It's disgusting.
Oh yeah, it's been garbage.
That's
the reason why I'm still bullish on Powell, because Powell, yes, did miss originally, but they're
not bringing Wardlaw back to go Powell fuck off to the forward line. It's the other way around. Yeah. Wardlaw's coming back to come off the bench to sit in the forward line to play maybe a couple of CBAs. So.
Yep.
And also Simpkins out.
Oh, yeah, great pickup. So I like that. Yes, no, I do like that. There was someone who I was worried that they were going to come up into the mid a bit. Not worried. Forward line. Anyway, I'll try and remember who that was as we go through the list. Dylan Stevens, who I loved when he was halfback. Since he's been on the wing, only just hitting, I don't like. Mason Wood, though, on the wing, and he's a much better price, so we'll take that.
Yep.
16 and 18, Ryan Burns. He's not been the Ryan Burns of earlier this year. We were getting Ryan Burns for maybe like almost 2 months straight for like $1.50. So
those were the days.
Yeah, and in like the 15 posi bracket. So don't really like him for this in 16. Jack Steele, we spoke about. I'm bullish on him to bounce back. Like, I don't think it's going to happen again where he's going to get a 13 posi game. No one else really there. 20 to 25, couple of options here. We've spoken about Daniel and Powell. Luke Parker, I think he can also hit. He's only had 3 misses in North Melbourne colours for 20. Going up against St Kilda, I think he's every chance, even though George Wardlaw is back. But like Jono said, no Simpkin. LDU has probably had one of the more, I don't know, I was super bullish on LDU last year. This year, it just hasn't hit for me. I think it's just because he's just teetering around 25. He hasn't really had a high ceiling.
Another one of David King's whipping boys.
Yeah, poor LDU. Anyway, I'd much rather go Jack McRae, who I actually had in this bet for a while, but he just didn't make the cut, but I think he's every chance. Caleb Daniel for 22, I like, but I'm pretty sure that $1.19 will go up to $1.20 on game day. Nazai Wanganeen-Miller and Colby McKercher. So we'll start off with Wanganeen-Miller. He had one of the, we've spoken about, he had the best.
How are we not putting him in? I know, I agree to not include him, but it's Naz.
I know, so
boy.
This was wild. So he's $1.15, right? So his value isn't there. 30 plus, I really like. I think I think if we got an example last week, how Jeremy Cameron just had his way with North Melbourne, I think the Stars are just going to it's a party team against North. If you're a Star, like, you can do what you want. You can run around, you can get the footy. The only, I don't know. And Wanganeen is playing.
No, I do know, because I've all the news is like Saints really partied after this game.
Yeah.
And I can see that Naz, it was a big, he's now getting talked about as one of the best players in the league. Like, we already were talking about how good he was. Now it's like you could potentially be the best player in the league kind of areas we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It could just, maybe he just has a bit of a off. Maybe his headspace might be a bit off this week. I would be off if I'd just been told how good people are saying you just played the best quarter of all time.
Yeah. Like, that was absolutely wild. And to follow that, play the best quarter of all time, you're getting him at the worst price after that, because everyone has seen that, everyone has gone on it. So it's a great time to miss, just because the following week he's going to be like $1.25 again for 25 plus. So you're getting him for the shittest price. So check game day if he goes over $1.20 for 25, or if he gets to like $1.80, $2 in the 30 posi bracket, I'd be very tempted. But it's just the one time to avoid him. We've avoided him once this year when he was going to cop the Sydney tag, which we absolutely hit the nail on the head. And this is probably the second time this year I'm avoiding him, and it's just after his best game of all time. So that's the reason.
Yep.
Goal scorers, poo again. I have been avoiding goal scorers for so long, it is yuck.
I'm not even looking at this game anymore.
All right, we're going on to game 8, which is Geelong versus Port. I was again, haven't included the bet. Wait till you get your bonus bet option things. Actually, I did have a same game multi. Oh, it's because I hadn't done this Saturday. Anyway, wait till you get your same game cover tokens before you place the bet. This one is looking great because we have Brian Myers. Like, we have so many players here for 9 out of 10, 10, 10. Max Holmes is the only sort of wary one, but it's at GMHBA against Port. I think he's missed a couple of weeks ago. The 17 was that either the Brisbane game or the one against GWS? Where he started half back and he was behind the 8 ball the whole time. And the 23 might have been the Brisbane game. So anyway, I like Max Holmes against a depleted Port. So I think, and I was keen on Bailey Smith, but as you'll see, he's got no value at the moment. Oh, also, last thing, no Bergman. So their tagger is gone.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yep.
Forgot about that.
Really like this. Connor Rosie,
I'm worried about the hand blow up. Like, I feel like keep an eye on this one because this could be a laid out.
Yeah. But for the meantime, we're getting him for.
If he plays, he's not going to get subbed out unless he hurts it again.
Yeah.
But if he plays the whole game.
And what I like about Connor, he's copped so much shit in the past about not being like the true captain or whatever, but he tries hard. He will do everything he can. And he loves to get a toe poke. He loves to get a handball under any circumstance. Like, you know how some players will grab the footy and ride the tackle? Not Connor. He will look for the handball. He does everything to get a posse, which I love.
I think he plays midfield.
And that's another thing. So I wouldn't be including him for 25. Yes, I'm bullish after a player missing. So he got 22 last week. If he was playing halfback, yes. But the thing is, I'm including him for 22, even anticipating he might play mid, because I think that's still an achievable bracket for him. So, yeah. So anyway.
I think he plays midfield. I think that no Horn Francis, no Bergman. There's it's just Butters really playing in there and Willem Drew. Yeah. So Ollie Wines a bit of time as well.
Yeah, actually, speaking of, Ollie Wines hasn't missed 22 all year, excluding one injury.
And more midfield time, if anything, is the result of Bergman. So
so I really like this. Just keep an eye on Connor before the game. His odds might blow up, so you could even get him for this price for 20.
Yeah, I think people will panic.
Yeah, we will update this. I might do a post in the YouTube section below, so follow. We could get this same bet for Connor for 20 posies, so keep an eye on that. 10 posie bracket. No one, but someone who is in the 12 posie bracket.
Sweet F all.
Yeah, sweet F all. Someone in the 12 posie bracket who I really wanted to include, but I don't want Jono throwing up all over himself. Tyson Stengel, $1.44, 9 out of 10. He's averaging 2 more. He's going up against a depleted Port at GMHBA.
He got 13 against North Melbourne.
I really, really rate Stengel.
He got 13 against North Melbourne.
He's only missed once.
The ball lived at his feet.
He's only missed once by 1 posi. I'm very bullish on Stengel.
Okay.
I'm very bullish. So I'm going to have multiple personal bets on him.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Anyway, no, I haven't quite included him. All jokes aside, it's just, if I bet on him, it is these type of games I would bet on him for, like a bottom 8 side, at home, everything is kind of lining up.
DK, not off those 2 misses, I probably wouldn't bet it.
No, I've highlighted Connor. He's looking good. Sam De Koning as well. So options, but not enough to even sort of consider. But stats are there.
Cheers.
Yeah, Jeremy Cameron, another one. So I was bullish on Stengel, but I'm even more bullish on Cameron, but I just didn't quite.
Did we have him for 12 last week, didn't we?
No, we had him for 14 last week. So
did I?
I've updated the little snippet, which you can see here. He got 22 posies against North, so I drank so much bathwater that night. He's going up against Port, where he got 16. Now he's playing at home. So depending on what happens with Connor, Jeremy Cameron could easily slip in for Connor Rosie's spot. I don't know. I don't think Geelong is this type of team, and I don't think Jeremy Cameron is this type of player. Like he's more an assist, like he's team first kind of mentality, Jez. But like, if they're up by fucking 50 at halftime, do they just feed him? Yeah, they're going to feed him. So the only thing is, like, against North, I was really bullish he was going to hit. But he's going up against, like, Aaliyah, which I'm not that worried about. Aaliyah has looked just so gassed for, like, the last month.
Yeah, Aaliyah's hanging on.
Same with Zerk Thatcher. Both of them look like they're starting the game with 60% fuel in the tank.
Also, if it's Zerk Thatcher and Jeremy Cameron, that doesn't bother me.
The only one that kind of worries me is like Lockie Jones, just because he's just a bit.
Isn't he hurt?
No, I think he's playing. So he's a bit. I'm pretty sure he's playing. I had a look before.
You keep going. You keep going. You keep going. I'll remember.
Just because he is like sort of big-bodied, sort of crashing the pack, running up the ground. But even still, like I'm giving Lachie Jones a lot of credit here. I don't think he's going to really stop Cameron, but
I know he is playing. He's playing.
No. I like Cameron. I'm just giving you guys the reasons of the hesitancy, but I think he's going to hit, and I could easily include him as the next leg, or if I want to replace someone here.
Yeah, I do like Cameron a lot.
And just last thing with that screenshot, so there's a Cross in Gold Coast who are 9th on the ladder, but remember there's a game in hand, so they'd actually be sitting 5th at the moment because they're going to pump Essendon. So everyone from bottom 10 below, Jeremy Cameron's hit against. So absolutely love it.
Nice.
15 posi bracket and 16. Burgoyne, he had a great game in the sloppy one against Hawthorn in the windy Tassie game, but if you take that one out, which really favoured half-backers, 15, 9, 15, 15. He is just getting by. So for $1.22 and 9 out of 10, not a huge fan of, but just highlighting. But
yeah,
he should be worth more. He should be that in the 14 or posi bracket at the moment. Willem Drew, he's kind of like a Tom Atkins, just does what he does, goes under the radar, gets the footy, gets CBAs, plays defensive role. So actually, he's going up against Tom Atkins. So I like him for this price. Speaking of, the problem with Tom Atkins, who we've been betting on for weeks, he's gone to $1.04 in the 15 posi bracket, and then he's $1.12 in the 16. So if Tom Atkins goes to $1.20, I would bet on him, but right now he's way too short.
Yep.
Bowes, Jack, I'd go for it. I don't...
Sub. Sub risk.
Not great. Zach Guthrie, I think he can bounce back, but he's not averaging much more in the bracket and can go a bit hit and miss. Willem Drew, highlighted again.
And again, they don't have taggers, I know, and he's not a hard tag, but they've got no one else if they need someone to do something like that. So yeah.
Someone to maybe run alongside Bailey Smith, who we'll get to in a second. But for 18, posi bracket, Tom Atkins I like, but not for that bracket. I like him for 16. Tom Stewart will get hurt too easily. Kane Farrell is having a fantastic run.
Yeah, that's what I was going to... Like, Kane Farrell in the 18s?
I actually kind of like Kane Farrell, especially with the worry of Connor Rozee playing more on ball.
Oh, look at his last month, or even his last 8 weeks.
Yeah, his last 2 months have been fantastic. So.
Honestly, I don't think it's wrong to take $1.19 there in the 16 bracket, because look at him, he's averaging 4 above in the 16 bracket.
Yeah, sorry, I did miss that. Sometimes I get put off by the orange, but 1 cent more, and he's a price I like. So if that was $1.20,
yeah, I really like him, especially that I think we're both opinion. I think Connor's pushed up the ground.
Yeah. Yep, I really rate that. Into the 20 and beyond. So Ollie Wines hasn't missed all year. Grind Myers, fantastic. He had 1 blip against Brisbane. Connor, we've spoken about playing up the ground. Wines hasn't missed 22 all year as well. Butters. So I think Butters can have a good game, but I mean, we saw Hawthorn do it. Like, Hawthorn tagged him, and I mean...
Geelong have 2 taggers.
Geelong have 2 taggers. Like, I don't think Port are going to worry them at the scoreboard at all, but just saying, they could easily just throw someone to Butters and just nullify this game.
O'Sheen Mullen and O'Connor, they're handy players. O'Sheen Mullen's still learning the game, but to me, he's almost that kind of... He's getting better, but his level at the moment is, if he's in the team, his best asset is the tag.
Yeah.
So why play him if he's not tagging?
So I still think Butters is a great chance, but there's other players you can see that we like more. Connor, I would usually go 25 if he didn't have the hand complaint and if he was playing halfback. Max Holmes, bullish, no tag. Willem Drew might do something, but I think it'll be a soft tag, maybe just a run with at Smith on stoppages. Actually, speaking of Smith, $1.16. If he goes to $1.20, I like. He's only had 1 miss for 25 all year. He got 25 posies half-time against North. I think he's going to absolutely have a feast.
If that drifts, yeah.
Yep. And, I mean, look, the Brownlow race is arguably over, but if he wants to make a late push, he can have another 40 posi game and just try and get another 3. But only 1 out of 4 in his last month. For 30, I'm talking about.
Yeah, and like we said, no Bergman, no tag.
Yep.
So,
goal scorers, all eyes will be on Jeremy Cameron. Everyone wants the corporates and the suits to storm the field on grand final day. So Jeremy Cameron.
I know, I do.
Jeremy Cameron for 3, I think, is very achievable. And usually I don't like betting on someone after their best game or after even 3 goals in general. But I just think at Geelong,
I think threes is unders.
I think 3 is unders. I think they will be feeding him. I think everyone. I don't know. This is kind of an enjoyment bet. Like we haven't had an enjoyment bet in so long. Something about me. I don't know what he is for $1 for 4 goals.
I got offered a ticket to this game, and I'm like, fuck, I probably will take that. Like,
yeah. If you get
just go enjoy watching Jez play footy.
Yeah, no, it'll be a good game. Saturday lunchtime. Hopefully the weather's nice and actually, let me just quickly check the weather.
It's cold, Danny. I don't know if it's going to rain. It's cold though.
So Sunday it is overcast with no chance of rain. Oh well, 10%, very small.
Yeah,
so
just a cold game.
Cold game. So I think Jeremy Cameron definitely has every chance. So yeah, take that what you will. So all good to move on to the last one.
Yeah, let's move on to the bloodbath of Freo.
So thank God Carlton are not ruining Thursday night footy or Friday night footy anymore. They're on Sunday.
This is one I'm like massive hate watch on a Sunday afternoon.
We're just kidding, Blues fans, but it's just been a rough one at the moment. Ollie Hollands and Sard from Carlton I really like. Ollie Hollands had just one miss, but he is running hard, does everything he can. Sard is getting a bit criticised from the media about his second efforts or even his first efforts. He kind of switches off, but we're betting on him for posies. It doesn't really matter. He has kickouts.
He touches though, so
yeah, exactly. We're betting on him for touches, not efforts. Shai Bolton, I think he's only missed one in his last.
If we had to bet on plays for effort, James would be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Shai Bolton, I think, has every chance against a bottom team at the moment to hit. Same with Luke Jackson. The worry with him and Darcy is slightly there, but again, this is Luke Jackson who's playing on mid. He's playing on ball. He's playing in the forward line. I just think he's very versatile at the moment, and $1.32 is great price.
Even since Darcy's like, what's his touches last couple of weeks? Like,
so
those 213s a bit concerning.
But again, this is against Carlton, and I think it's at Optus. He'll be playing around ball. He'll be in the forward line. I don't know. I rate this Luke Jackson game. And Jono and I were having a chat. We think he's going to be All-Australian team, whether he makes maybe the forward line or maybe he makes a bench spot. I think he's having a great year.
Yep.
Luke Ryan, we missed last week, another pat on the back moment. So we didn't bet on Luke Ryan because he was going up against West Coast, and we said a lot of backmen miss against West Coast. He's going up against...
So just on that, sorry, I cut you off.
No, go. No, please feel free.
With Carlton, what are they? They're a midfield strength team who gets the ball and blasts.
Yeah.
Like, what's their biggest criticism is their midfielders aren't good kicks. They heave it into the tall forwards. Well, Luke Ryan's going to love that.
Yep.
So,
and Carlton, albeit are not playing well at the moment, they still can put up a score. They will pepper the scoreboard. He'll have kickouts.
I just realised there's no Charlie, no Harry.
Oh, I did not realise that either. No full forwards.
I knew Charlie was out, but I'm like, wait, Harry's not back yet. Oh, no, Harry's back.
I was going to say, because I think I saw him in the bet slip before.
No, Harry's back. I forgot Harry's back. If Harry wasn't back, I'd be like, oh my God, Luke Ryan's going to feast. So
either way, I still think Luke Ryan's definitely going to bounce back after missing the week before.
Yeah, and like Cox will probably go to Mackay or whatever like that, and Luke Ryan will just run around and do whatever the F he wants. So.
Yeah. So remember, place this bet when you have your cover. Josh Tracy for 10 posies, I am bullish on. I think he's going to bounce back against Carlton. He's had an 8, a 9, a 9. He's $1.42. I like a player on a miss. He's had 2 misses, each by 1 posie.
It'll be interesting to see who Wiedering goes to out of the 3 forwards.
It'll most likely be Tracy, but I mean, if Pat Voss kicks a couple early, he'll switch. But it's not going to be Jai Miss, I don't think.
Yeah, but they'll also want Wiedering to get involved with the play a bit, so they might like do the Paddy Voss, so then Wiedering can kind of like assist with Tracy. I don't know. We'll see.
Anyway, I'm still bullish on Tracy. 12, no one there to really pick from. 14 posie brackets. So I actually like Nick Haynes. His CBAs have gone up a lot recently. Only problem is
his CBAs have gone up. What are they?
Yeah, so he's getting a lot of midfield minutes, but the man is fucking injury prone. Something could go wrong, or there could be a role change. He goes in the forward line. He's played in the forward line a lot. He's played in the back. He's played like everywhere on ground this year. So the point is, right now he's in a good spot for posies, but the injury factor still worries me. I think I was just clarifying. Zach Williams is the one who's had the CBA increase.
Yeah, I was like, Nick Haynes. Oh, I'm the idiot because I'm like, nah, Nick Haynes doesn't play CBAs, does he?
I might have said Nick Haynes, but I was speaking on him next. The problem is, so I like Zach Williams, who's getting a lot of CBAs, but he's just very injury prone, or he's played forward. I just don't know. He could be thrown anywhere.
Yeah.
Nick Haynes, though, getting a lot of it in the back line, intercept marks, switching the play.
And there's going to be a lot of ball in that back line.
Yeah, I think he's like, just off the top of my head, I think he's leading the comp for marks this year. Or no, he's actually just second behind Callum
That's
Wilson.
crazy because like we speak about this a lot, but that round one, I thought this guy looked like a corpse.
Yeah, and he has probably only missed three times since then. But yeah, he's still playing out the year. So
we're only asking for 14.
Exactly. Moving on, Murphy Reed, we got him last week, but we got him for 12, right? So his 12 posi bracket is gone. He's gone to $1.10. So I still like him, but we're asking for 14. So it's a little bit, because he got 23 posies last week. So he's inflated his price. I like him. It's against Carlton. Murphy Reed's killing it. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I'm not including him is just because that extra 2 posies feels like a lot.
Yep.
Tom de Koning, I don't know if you listen to Daniel Hoyne. I think he's like in the worst 250 players or at the moment, Tom de Koning. So he is plummeted.
So 1.7 million.
Yeah. I mean, Saints are probably regretting that at the moment. Anyway, Tom de Koning's not in great form. He's going up against Darcy and Jackson.
And, 2 racks. Nah, no way.
Highlighted because the stats are there, but I don't know, not bullish on. Anyone you want to speak about from the 15 for a second?
15s, no, pretty happy with that. We've kind of mentioned them all before. Like Bolton, he's a 9 out of 10. Like him, so
Bolton is probably my pick there. O'Meara, someone I actually like. I should highlight him for 16 too. So O'Meara is
subbed on 2 weeks ago, right?
Yep. So, but the thing is, because we bet on O'Driscoll, I watched Jager O'Meara. What I really like about him, so wingers play on their side of the ground. You should all know how wings play. They if the ball's in the middle, they always kind of run, or they play where the stoppages are on their side of the ground. So they're running a lot, or they're where all the ball ups are. Jager O'Meara, he swaps with O'Driscoll when there's a stoppage. So watch the game. If O'Driscoll is where the stoppages are, and there's a ball up, they switch. So O'Driscoll goes to the fat side. And it happened every time. So
because O'Meara's not exactly a speed machine, is he? So no. you want him as your he's more there as an extra mid.
Yeah, and I have never sort of seen wingers I've seen wingers switch every now and then, but it'll be for rotation. So they'll usually get the wingers to switch to the interchange side, and then so they can kind of shuffle players around, or to give the winger a break if the ball's been on one side a lot, they'll switch. But he was doing it every play, so. I kind of really like O'Meara. I should highlight for 16 as well. Just interesting thing I saw. Saad, Bolton, Jackson we spoke about. Same with Haynes. Let's move on to 16 and more. It's the same candidate sticking up. Anyone there you want to speak on before I whiz past?
Nah, in that bracket, I think we've already mentioned all those guys. There's no one there that really sticks out to me. Hayden Young, sorry, take that back. Hayden Young dips out to $1.20. Yes. Yes,
for 18. So I've got a little note for Hayden Young. So this could be his last game he gets properly rested again. So he got subbed off last week, or he's getting low time on ground.
Best on ground in a sub-off game, though.
Yeah, exactly. He won the medal getting subbed off. He is having an insane... I mean, he is a great player, obviously, but it's just the low time on ground against a low bottom team just worries me. So keep that in mind.
I think if he... I don't like him 20. The 18, though, if it drifts out.
Yep.
Yes.
No, I like that too. Luke Ryan we spoke about. Clark, he's 1 cent off a great price. I really like him. I just wish he was worth a bit more. Caleb Sarong and Brayshaw, they are much of a muchness. Very similar stats. Pick your poison, who you think's going to pop off, but I was kind of hoping they would be a bit more consistent.
Yeah.
Goal scorers, Murphy Reed, I like him for positives a bit more. There's a couple here to pick from. Yeah, you could go Luke Jackson.
They've killed Paddy Voss.
I know, $1.13 now.
He was our little pig for goal scorer, but yeah.
And you'll notice here, I was speaking about Zach Williams for posies and high midfield minutes. He's also 8 out of 10 for goals. He could easily be thrown forward. I don't know. Don't like
How's that? Look at that. Tracy's the shortest out of everyone for a goal, but then look at him in the 2-goal bracket. He's the...
You look at it, he's 5 out of 10 and he's $1.03. The goal scoring bracket is
he's in the worst goal kicking form out of everyone.
Yeah, and he's the favourite. It is just absolutely wild to me. Goal scorer bracket's always weird.
Yeah.
Anyone you want to speak about, or do you have time to go through locks?
Yeah, let's go now. Locks of the week.
Nice. Let's get rid of this and timestamp it. We'll go through
Ryan
our
Merrick, locks of the week.
Yep, nice. Who would you lock from this game?
Let's go reverse order. All right.
My pick, I would either go Sard, just the consistency, or Luke Ryan for the bounce back.
I think mine's Luke Ryan.
Yeah, trust me, I really like Sard, but I think Luke Ryan screams out with no Kerno and a bounce back game.
And a miss.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's just no Kerno. It's just Mackay. They'll take care of Mackay and he'll just mark everything.
No, I like that. This one, Ollie Wines hasn't missed 22 all year, so it's insanely...
I was going to say that because, like, Holmes, there is that factor of the tag. Like, I
don't think there's a real factor of the tag.
Not the tag factor, but, like, the shutdown, because it's kind of like your way to beat Geelong, you shut down Max Holmes somehow.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, everyone's shutting him down first before Smith. So, yeah, I probably like Wines the most here. No Hornet, he has to play mid. Connor could be a laid out.
Yeah, I like Wines. I
like Wines. Game 7. So I do like my boy for a bounce back, the whipping boy, but there's...
I've got mine.
Yeah, is yours Marshall?
Yeah, it's Marshall.
Marshall against Brian Teagle.
Too good of a match up there.
Yep.
So
I like that very much. I think I also like Jack Steele.
Player pretty much, yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. Game 6. I definitely wouldn't pick Lipinski or Cameron. Pure garbage. Not being biased for me, I like
Fletcher or Berry?
Berry or then Zorko, because Zorko coming off his first 20 miss for the year, and Berry for consistency on the wing. Mine's Berry or Zorko, but Cameron's probably
Cameron against the ruck, but
against Fort.
But Fort's still a serviceable ruckman.
Ford is a serviceable ruckman, and
it's not like he's going up against Goldie here. It's like it's a decent one. So.
Cameron also feasts off his intercept marks, but Brisbane don't necessarily bomb it as much as usually.
No, it won't come into play as much.
Yeah, I like Zorko or Berry, but if you have any other,
Berry is one. What did Berry against Collingwood last time? Sorry,
I'm pretty sure Berry hasn't missed 16 all year. He has one injury.
For 16, yes. Let's go, Berry.
Yeah, Berry got... where's Collingwood? He got 18 last year. Berry hasn't missed 16 all year. What are we doing? Let's go.
The only thing, will be if Dacos cracks them open early, do they try something? So.
Oh, yeah, you're worried about the tag. Oh, we already highlighted Grundy for this one. Against Goldie.
It was just he picked himself.
Yep.
That's my lock for any game, by the way.
I think that'll be great.
I don't want to pick one.
Yeah, this one I mean, Noah Anderson, I think he's going to hit, but it's $1.07.
We didn't even highlight him blue.
Yeah, I know.
And you want to gold him?
Yeah, I mean, I like Banks. If we were to pick a lock, but this...
I can't pick one of that.
Yeah, let's actually leave that.
Yeah.
We have one more game.
Guys, don't watch that game.
Yeah,
Go do something with your life.
Enjoy your day. I'm going to play some Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Nice.
I like Petrarca, but the Clayton Hoff tag I think Petrarca still hits, but not comfortably. Liam Baker's playing mid. Viney has probably missed once all year. McCarthy hasn't missed at all, but he's $1.16, so it feels like a cop out. Cade Chandler
like going back. I think we might have missed a nice little juicy pick here.
Who have we missed?
Max Gawn in the 18 posse bracket.
Oh yeah, I did see that. His last month has been garbage. That's what did.
Yeah, I know, but no, you see, like Matt Flynn's been dropped. It's like it's him and Bailey Williams.
Oh
He's just gonna fucking murder him.
I'll highlight him, but I think his last month just literally worried me, and he looks like a depleted man. Like, have you seen him after the losses?
Yeah, but there's anything that's kind of like reason we got Jack Viney there. You need to fucking fix your shit.
Yeah. Actually, Jack Viney has only had one miss, and it was against Geelong in Geelong.
Yeah, and also he needs to, I fucked up. I need to bounce back. Let's go Vines.
I like Viney. But with your comment with Gawn, man, he looks like a broken man. So
I know, but last time he played, he scored, what did he get? Like, it was his best game for the season, 198 Supercoach or whatever.
Oh, was that the big one?
Yeah, that was his big boy game.
Oh, nice. Well, he has every chance to do it again. And you're right, 35 posies. Whew. But that was like 3 months ago now. So
Yeah.
Anyway, so
That was the only time we've bet on the results.
oh,
Was that
that's
game.
right. Yeah, we haven't done that in ages. That was a good one.
Well, that was just it was too good to pass up, right? So
Jono, you've got your Collingwood hat. I've got my Brisbane one. So
so don't fucking talk to me for the rest of the day. No,
no, for real. When Collingwood beat Brisbane
shit.
in the grand final, I didn't chat to Jono for like a week. I was like,
But we agreed. Remember, we called each other before the game. We're like, all right, we agreed we wouldn't call each other for a week.
yeah, no, like we're all happy smiles and stuff, but it's like I don't know. We follow footy pretty intensely, so it's just like, and it was the grand final. Like after tonight's loss, like I'm sure we'll be chatting like either halftime or after the game.
It's just, yeah. I think we'll be messaging and shit, and like, yeah, it'll be. I think it'll be great. Like, I honestly, I'm gonna try and. I mean, I might try and get a last-second ticket to this one.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, if you go, I hope it'll be a great cracker finals preview and all that. But yeah, for the meantime, guys, hopefully we have a better week. We had a rough start Thursday, Friday, but we haven't had a negative week in 9 rounds, I think it is, or like 2.5 months. So yeah, we've been absolutely flying. If we can get to over $4,000 by the end of the year, that'll be fantastic. But until then, we'll chat to you guys next week. Peace.